Welcome. We're David and Hillary, and this is our movie preview of the movie September 5. If this is your first time watching us do a movie preview, what we do is we try to give you good basic information about the basic plot with no spoilers, content warnings, and just an idea that you can use to information that you can use to decide if you want to watch this movie or not. So,
Yeah, that's right.
The basics: September 5 was released nationwide in the U.S. on January 17th, 2025. It had several release dates. It is still in theaters now in our area. It is rated R for language, and the runtime is about an hour and 35 minutes.
All right. On September 5th, 1972, during the Olympic Games in Munich, Germany, the terrorist group Black September took 11 Israeli athletes and coaches prisoner.
Yeah, those are the facts, and maybe you know those. But if you're familiar with the entire story, we think you'll still like this movie. It's a sober, respectful treatment of that day.
Mm-hmm. If you don't know the story, watch the movie first, and then go back and research the history afterward. It will keep you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah. And it's told from the perspective of the ABC Sports Desk. The crew there was obviously in Munich to cover the Olympic Games, and then this crazy hostage thing happened, and the bigwigs at ABC said, well, you guys aren't equipped to handle a news story like this. You need to hand it over to the news desk. And the sports desk said, well, we're not only are we here in country, this is happening a couple hundred yards from where our office, where our video banks, where we're producing the games. I mean, it's right there. You should let us have it. And the home office decides to give them a shot at it.
Yeah. I like that they show you that as soon as they realize, okay, we are going to film this, we are going to handle this live. It's right across the compound from where we are.
Yeah.
But then they have to decide, oh, well, what can we show on live TV? Mm-hmm. So they have the moral dilemma of, well, I mean, can we show someone being shot on live TV? What are our parameters? We don't know.
Right. Well, up until that time, a terrorist event had never been covered on live TV before. So they were just like, what can we do? What can't we do? How do we handle this? And it's just really, we read up on it, and we also got to see a video at the end of our version of the movie. There was a bonus feature with the director and several of the cast members, and they just really wanted it to be as authentic as possible. And the way they go about it, and the moral dilemmas and the decisions, I mean, it's fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Talk about the timing. We're watching this in 2025,
right?
But it happens in 1972.
Yeah, so history that pretty much every adult knows, I think. Hitler, leading the German army, exterminated over 6 million Jews, and that war ended in 1945. So 1972, the German country is hosting the Olympic Games in Munich, and there are Israeli Jewish athletes at those games. And then this terrorist thing happens where the group Black September takes hostages, and one of them is killed pretty early in the movie. And it's just, the Germans are spinning like, this cannot be happening, and how do we fix this? How do we stop it? How do we not look like we're complicit with any of this? For perspective, we're filming this in early 2025. If those Olympic Games were happening right now, it would mean that World War II ended in 1998. That's how close it was.
Yeah.
So a lot going on in this movie politically, and just the whole human element. But it's handled in a very respectful way. We just really liked it.
Yeah. I did a little bit of research on the reviews. They were very good. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 92%. IMDb was a 7.2 out of 10, which
that's high.
That's very high for them.
They don't like any movies.
Right. But I agree. Like, I was just on the edge of my seat from the word go.
Yeah.
So well done. You really do feel like you're right there, and you are with them in that dilemma. You're walking through with them, and they just knocked it out of the park. Loved it.
They really did. We highly recommend it. I gave it a 95 out of 100, which
That's high.
square in the
Yeah.
square in the A category. We've only been doing a couple of these reviews, but we've watched a lot of movies for a while, and I would rate it higher than most of the movies I saw in 2024. We also do a movie post view on all the movies that we review. This is the preview. The post view has all the spoilers and a lot more information, and the post view on this contains a lot more behind the scenes things that we learned, not only from the bonus feature at the end of the film that we saw, but a lot of reading and studying that we did. And we hope you'll join us for that. But for now, we're David and Hillary.
The movie was September 5, and that's our preview.